Welcome to Habitat Makers, a video series about people and groups devoted to ecological restoration. My name is Gerald Gershon. Now, many people struggle with change, and change is a part of life. Doesn't make it any easier. The way that we handle change can make the difference between being stuck or moving forward. Say you lived in a house for decades and you had a yard attached to that house that you nurtured and that you restored and that you loved, but you found that you needed to move to an apartment. How would you handle that? In this episode, we're going to meet two extraordinary people, Jim and Mary Hamill, who went through just that experience and are thriving. Jim and Mary, along with the city of Minnetonka, are heading up an amazing restoration in a park that borders the apartment that they moved into. We'll see how they've accomplished this restoration and how they have found restoration other ways through a renewed sense of purpose and a building of community.
We selected this area because it was important for me to be close to a trail where I could walk multiple times a day. When we came to this area and realized we could live right next door to Meadow Park, walk out the apartment door and get on the trail, that was it. And the transition required that Jim had things to do outside.
I love outdoor activities, and voila, very soon we saw buckthorn needed to be removed. We got busy.
When I first went to this park, I was very disappointed to see how choked it was with invasive species, particular European buckthorn, which, if left unchecked, will yield ecological dead zones, so dense that nothing else can grow there.
We spend a lot of time out here on the trail, and especially when we're doing a little work, people ask, what are you up to? What are you doing? And what's the result? The answer is, we're working in a long-range program to improve Minnetonka parks and to improve these woodlands.
It's also about new friends. We have made new friends. This is a community of people who care, and it feels good to be part of that.
Combined, volunteer effort plus wonderful leadership from city employees has resulted in marvelous progress. The more we get done, the more we want to get done, because we see the beauty that results and we love it.
Working with Jim and Mary Hamill has been great. They are very extraordinary people, very dedicated to seeing the plant communities and the park as a whole improve, and they're essential in getting the outreach to more and more people out here.
So Jim, this tree that you're leaning against here, what do you think you and the tree have in common?
Oh, clearly, we're both very old.
Well, it's interesting because I measured this tree and it is close to 90 years old.
Bingo.
And you're 90 years old, right?
I am indeed 90 years old.
So what inspires you? You and Mary are planting oak seedlings all the time, and you're rescuing oak trees from other areas where they would not thrive. What inspires you to do that?
I am enjoying this tree because it happened. It was planted or seeded 90 years ago. I want people 90 years from now to enjoy oak seedings that I plant now. I'm investing in this marvelous park for the future.
I have to tell you, I've talked to both you and Jim, and each of you have pulled me aside and said to me, you don't know what this has done for the other person. So I want to know, what has this done for you?
This has done for me an opportunity to be outside multiple times a day. I have a nerve issue problem that causes balance issues. And one of the ways to deal with it is to walk, to walk, to walk. The opportunity to be outside is good for my physical health, but that helps mental health as well. You don't focus on things you can't do, you're focusing on all the things you can do.
Getting out and being active is an immediate help, but it's also been an investment of interest, attention, and time that she now devotes to something that's important to her. It's very important to both of us because of that.
It's inspiring to be a part of this. It truly is. Not exaggerating at all.
I believe that. And you've actually written a poem about the park, right?
I have.
Would you mind reading that for us? I have it right here, as a matter of fact.
A meadow park walk on a sunny spring day presents ephemeral delights along the way. Virginia waterleaf and wild geraniums display their strength in this quick moment of time, leaving worries of garlic mustard and buckthorn behind. The ephemeral seize the day with punctuations of golden Alexander and nannyberry trees. My spirits are lifted with the beauty and peace of nature. Come walk with me.
That's wonderful. That's absolutely wonderful. You've seen how Jim and Mary, in partnership with the City of Minnetonka and many dedicated volunteers, has transformed this park, once very choked with buckthorn and other invasive species, into new vistas, and also new vistas for themselves. Thank you for watching this episode of Habitat Makers. Please subscribe, and if you have ideas for new episodes, let us know. Thank you.